story to tell. The Kaliningrad is one of Russia's highest militarized zones, located on the Baltic coast between Poland and Lithuania. This is a territory separated from the Russian mainland and surrounded by NATO member states, the Lithuania and Latvia. It was the first territory likely to be attacked by the West if a war broke out. According to an article in the Militarywatch magazine, Kaliningrad Su-27SM3 Flankers, the Russian fighter unit NATO has the most. The author gave an interesting perspective on this particular Russian territory. Accordingly, the Kaliningrad acts as a military base, allowing Russia's Islander tactical ballistic missiles and long-range air defense systems such as the S-400 to penetrate deeper into Europe. Artillery and tank regiments have been deployed there since December 2020. The reinforcement force included the T-72B3M main battle tank, one of the newest Russian weapons, and the Su-30SM fighter aircraft. Kaliningrad is also the headquarters of the Russian Baltic Fleet, firmly guarded by the land-based P-800 long-range anti-ship cruise missile systems, capable of covering much of the Baltic Sea. The most important force deployed in Kaliningrad, however, is the Russian Air Force's most advanced fleet of Su-27 heavy fighters. This has been the force that has caused NATO considerable trouble for many years. Su-27 Flanker was first put into service with the Soviet Air Force in 1985. After the Americans had access to several of these aircraft after the Cold War, American experts have rated this fighter even outperformed the US Air Force F-15 main fighter in a number of features. For many years, the Su-27 remained the most widely used fighter jet in the Russian military, with more than 250 in service. More than 150 are still in service to date. Unlike the Su-30, which was designed for overall performance, including the ability to perform air-to-air and ground attack drones. The original Su-27 was designed exclusively for air combat, the air-to-ground capabilities only being added to later variants. The Su-27 is equipped some of the largest radars ever integrated onto a fighter. It has good range, maneuverability, and firepower, strong enough to pose a serious threat to enemy aircraft far from its base. The original Su-27s were deployed with the R-27 air-to-air missile for long-range combat. It was the most advanced missile at the time, later replaced by the R-77 with active radar-guided and fire-and-forget capabilities. Exact information about the Su-27 force in Kaliningrad remains secret. Part of the deployed Su-27 squadron is believed to be of the Su-27SM3 variant, the most powerful Su-27 variant ever developed. There are only about 20 Su-27SM3 aircraft in service with the entire Russian Air Force. These aircraft were produced shortly before the Su-27 production line was permanently shut down to switch to production of the Su-35 successor, which also used the Irbis-E radar like the Su-27. Su-27s operate in Kaliningrad, usually the Su-27SM3. Its mission is to intimidate and intercept Western aircraft. Such incidents are especially frequent, since relations between Russia and the West worsened following the Ukraine crisis of 2014. One notable example was on October 3, 2014, when a Su-27 intercepted a Swedish Air Force Gulfstream spy plane. The Russian Su-27 was only about 100 meters from the Swedish aircraft, under the wings to reveal an arsenal of air-to-air missiles. Several similar incidents happened in later years. On June 9, 2017, when an American B-1B, B-2, and B-52H heavy bomber drills took place in the Baltic Sea, a Su-27 appeared and tracking. The following month, a US Air Force RC-135 surveillance plane, which was monitoring electronic signals in Kaliningrad, was intercepted by a Su-27 unit consisting of 3 Su-27SM3s. The US jet made a quick left turn into Swedish airspace. The deployment of the Su-27 at Kaliningrad, outside the Russian mainland, gave the Russian Air Force deeper access to the NATO territory. They are arguably the most troublesome fighter unit that the Western Alliance has faced. My video about why the Russian Su-27SM3 Squadron in Kaliningrad is a thorn in NATO's eye answer. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.